Alright, welcome back to another day on the Crossfire. And today we're going to kind of button up some of these little tiny things that have been nagging me over the last few days trying to figure out how to make this work. So we're going to finish reinforcing for the cross member, and finish a piece of the roll cage, reattach the steering column, and hopefully throw the dash pad back on and make sure that when I put the seat in there that I can actually see over that dash arch. So anyways, that's the plan for today, and let's just get right to it. Alright, so if you remember way back to when we actually put the cage in, we put these taco gussets, but I cut them a little bit short. So I just got a couple of plates that we're just going to put in and zap in there. And everything will just be buttoned up that way. So let's just grab the welder and tack this thing in. Got the wire speed up way too high. Alright, that's in. Alright, well, I got that zapped in. This side, not very much as pretty there, but those aren't really structural pieces, so I don't really care. Next stop is going to be burning in this plate down here, and that's directly where the transmission cross member goes. So we'll get that section in there. Very similar like what I have over here already. And then we'll be on to the next part. Alright, so next on the list is modifying this dash pad. Now initially I was going to build a completely different dash pad, but after looking at a lot of the rules and everything for like a time attack, your difference between like a Pro Street and Unlimited would be dash pad. So let's just try to modify this and see what we end up with. Let's see if we made a guess correctly or incorrectly. suppose we should probably cut this ear off here too. See if that's any closer. Let's see, right about here looks good. Alright, let's give that a go. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh yeah, that's really great. Okay. All right. Well, now that I have the dash in there, we'll have to run a couple bars to actually pick up the front here. They used to have bars here, but they went at a weird angle, and I wanted to make sure we didn't have any sharp objects down here. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. Alright, so I got the plate all welded in, got the bolts in. Now I'm going to zap a weld around the bolts to hold them there so they'll be permanently attached. And then I will re-section that old piece back in there, and that'll give it a little extra strength, and we'll be good on this side. So I'm going to get to zapping, and hopefully I don't run out of gas before then. Check you back in a little. Alright, so I got that guy welded in there, so it's all firmed up there. I kind of zipped in where I had to modify for the racing seat. Right in here I had to pound this down and weld it together. So we should be good there. And then I finished ripping out this hole here so I can bend a new section. That way everything will work a little bit nicer. But all in all, it's looking pretty decent. Kind of giving a little more finished look to it with the dash pad in there. So yeah, not too bad. Alright, so to finish this up for today, just take a quick look at my to-do list, and I got a lot of stuff to do. So even if I manage to knock off one of these items every week, we're looking at 48 weeks, and I'm still having to contemplate some of these things. Like this guy up here, I'm kind of trying to figure out if I need to swap out the rear end. It's like everything is going to be super custom going forward if I do. But as far as I can tell, there's no real hang up on why I can't zap something else together. This is kind of interesting. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll see what I come up with, because I don't think there should be any reason why I can't rig up a different rear end in here. Anyways, alright, so that's going to do it for today. Just kind of rounding out, wrapping things up and that type of stuff. But starting to get a plan going on with the list, and we'll just have to start going down the line and knocking them out as we go. The biggest hang up I'm going to have is when I pull the engine and everything, I'm going to have to install the flywheel and the clutch, and those are some pretty high expense items. So not looking forward to that, but it is what it is. Anyways, again with that rear end thought, this car currently has a open differential, and if I were to get a locking differential like a wave track, which are made for these things, I think they're about $1,200. So I was thinking that I could get a different center section that has more gear choices, because you only have like 2 gear choices with this thing, what came in here and what was in like the SRT or something along the lines of that. But anyways, if I were to get a more generally used center section, I could get a cheaper LSD and then have some left over to get different axles, because there won't be anything to go from that certain pumpkin to that hub. But if you get a custom axle made, they shouldn't have too much problem putting one company vehicle's shaft on this side and hub on that side. So anyways, that's pretty much what I was thinking, and we'll just see where we end up as we just start working down the list. So thanks again for watching, and I guess I will see you guys later.